Well, would you look at that? We're almost back in greed. We're at neutral at the moment. The market is looking okay. Bitcoin gaining back slowly but surely. XRP is looking really good. In the green at the moment, moving sideways at $2.42 after that beautiful little pump that we had in the beginning of the year. Talking of which, can I just say that the way that people react to the escrow release that Ripple does periodically, or regularly, should I say, has changed somewhat. Now, they released probably the largest amount in January this year, on the 1st of January, I believe it was. And normally that would cause a lot of FUD. People would write articles about how Ripple is about to dump on everyone. But for whatever reason, that sort of thought process has changed. Now, not only did nothing happen, or most people not even say anything about it, the market actually pumped. So XRP pumped, even though there was like $500 million worth of XRP that was released by Ripple from escrow. Obviously, they just did what they needed to do, put some of it back, put some of it to work, etc. So even the mainstream isn't afraid of the big Ripple escrow release anymore. So that's good to know, and that's a good sign. But obviously, XRP Army, they've never really been afraid of that. There's some people that have criticized the size of the escrow, right? How many tokens that Ripple controls. But as the time has gone on, we've realized that a lot of that stuff is already earmarked for, corporations and institutional sort of companies that probably will be receiving their tokens once the SEC case is finally concluded and all the non-disclosure agreements become null and void or what have you. And then suddenly we would realize that a lot of these banks and institutions already have their XRP, only they're just sitting in escrow in, the safe care of the vault. Anyway, talking about the SEC case, the attention is starting to shift to the Ripple versus SEC case as people are starting to talk about a possible settlement. So now we're 12 days away from the 15th of January, which is the next deadline for the SEC's appeal-related opening brief. It's not the last day of the case. If the SEC goes ahead and fulfills all of the things before the deadline, then obviously it carries on. But people are now speculating that, well, now that there is a change in the leadership of the SEC, they're probably more preoccupied with, the next administration, the next management, so to say. And some of the old things that are being dealt with at the moment might not be of a high priority, especially when you take into the account that the incoming administration isn't friendly to the old, right? So there's talk of a possible dismissal or a possible settlement. Either one would be absolutely amazing for XRP holders. One would be amazing for Ripple, which would be the complete withdrawal or, the dropping of the case. But then even a reasonable settlement is still fine for Ripple because they too can just get on with the job at hand, right? But people have speculated what might happen if the incoming boss just drops the case. This is what a lot of people are now speculating. The long-running SEC versus Ripple case is once again on the investors' radar now, with crypto-friendly Paul Atkins gearing up to take over the SEC chairman responsibilities from the outgoing Gary Gensler. Simultaneously, the January 15 deadline of the SEC to file an opening brief in the XRP lawsuit in the Second Circuit Court of Appeals has also fueled the market discussions. Amid this, top experts and lawyers have shared key insights on what lies ahead for the ongoing and long-running case. Incoming SEC Chair Paul Atkins dismissed XRP lawsuit. The crypto market, especially Bitcoin and XRP, has seen a paradigm shift after Donald Trump's presidential election win. Moreover, pro-crypto Trump administration formation, including Paul Atkins' nomination as SEC chairman, further sparked bullish sentiment in the crypto market. This includes positive development towards Ripple case dismissal or withdrawal and reduces former SEC Director Bill Hinman's influence in the agency. Experts, including pro-XRP lawyers Jeremy Hogan, Fred Rispoli, cleared that there are high odds of XRP lawsuit dismissal under incoming SEC Chair Paul Atkins. This could lead to a rally in XRP price. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about, blah, 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 blah. Ripple case appeals opening brief deadline nears, yada, yada, yada. But as usual, I'll leave the link to this article in the description if you want to read the whole thing. But basically, it speculates on what might happen to XRP, the price. Personally, I believe that if this were to happen, whatever the case may be, there are 12 days from now to when the deadline is, and from the deadline to the inauguration is another 10 days. So while your life will definitely change after the inauguration, your life might change even before then. Your life might change tomorrow, the next day, if the lawsuit is settled, okay? So obviously the new chair has to come in for it to be dropped, but before then, the SEC might preempt that and I just drop the case. I mean, what's in it for the SEC? Why would they drop the case? Well, it is an opportunity for them to turn a new leaf. It's an opportunity for them to maybe even reduce some of the workload. And it's a great time for them to save a little bit of face. Yes, they've lost to Ripple effectively. They've lost definitely the psychological battle to the XRP army. This would be a great time for them to, clean house a little bit, turn a new leaf, and actually become effective in the things that they're supposed to be doing. But in terms of XRP price, it is absolutely bullish no matter how you look at it, whether or not there is a dismissal, whether or not there's a settlement, whatever the case may be. It is bullish, bullish, bullish for XRP, and I'm here for it. Not financial advice. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.